Richard Eden, the Daily Mail's long-term diary editor, has published another breathless article, and this time claiming that senior government figures have joined an establishment plot to bring Harry and Meghan back into the royal fold. Eden presents this as scoop-worthy intrigue. In truth, it's a striking example of how the Daily Mail machine keeps its anti-Harry narrative alive while appearing to look impartial. It's a lie, and it's peddled by one particular person, and that is Richard Eden. He needs calling out. For years, the Daily Mail has framed Prince Harry as erratic, duplicitous and self-destructive. Each supposed exclusive follows the same structure. Invent a shadowy conspiracy, plot schemes, grey suits, but never prove it. Imply inside access to courtiers and ministers while relying on gossip. Question Harry's motives, portraying him as desperate for relevance or driven by Hollywood PR. Warn William and Catherine are under attack, flattering their supporters and selling outrage. It is tabloid politics disguised as court reporting. It's the stuff of Dan Wootton. This isn't random. Prince Harry is suing Associated Newspapers, that's the Daily Mail's parent company, for alleged unlawful information gathering, phone hacking, bugging and data theft. A high-stakes, multi-million-pound case is moving towards trial. It is natural that the paper will fight for its reputation, but Richard Eden's columns now read less like journalism and more like preemptive character assassination. They see...
Welcome. Today we dive into the insightful analysis of Professor Tim Wilson, who has decided to speak out. Professor Wilson, a renowned media analyst, has boldly chosen to break his silence. He's standing up to the media game that he perceives to be shaping public opinion, a game that he attributes to the Daily Mail under the orchestration of Richard Eden. This game, as Wilson describes it, is a carefully woven narrative that manipulates the public's perception of Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. It's not a random series of articles, but rather a strategic maneuver, a game of chess where the pieces are moved with calculated precision. At the helm of this media game is Richard Eden, a key player, whose contribution to this narrative is far from insignificant. His diary columns, according to Wilson, sound less like journalism and more like a strategic damage control. They're designed to cast doubt on Harry's credibility before the legal proceedings against the Daily Mail's parent company even begins. The Daily Mail, a popular British tabloid, is a significant player in this game. Wilson highlights that the paper's role goes beyond merely reporting the news. Instead, it seems to actively participate in shaping the narrative around Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. And the pattern, it's simple yet effective. It starts with dramatic headlines that grab the reader's attention. Then the plot thickens with secret insider information, and unverified rumours are presented as major scoops. The recurring theme, according to Wilson, is the portrayal of Harry as unstable or attention-seeking, while William and Kate are positioned as the calm, loyal heroes under siege. The goal, Wilson argues, is not to inform the public, but to shape their opinion, to influence the way they perceive Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. It's a game of perception and manipulation, and the stakes are high. Professor Wilson argues that the goal of this media game isn't to inform, but to shape public opinion. This is the media game, as seen through the eyes of Professor Tim Wilson. But the game is far from over, and as we delve deeper, the intricate web of this media narrative continues to unravel. Stay tuned as we explore further in our next scene. As we delve deeper into Wilson's analysis, a recurring formula appears in the media's narrative. It's a pattern as predictable as the tides, a narrative constructed with the precision of a Swiss watch. Each story begins with the creation of a shadowy narrative, a tale spun with whispers and insinuations. The next step is to paint Harry, the rogue prince, as unstable or attention-seeking. The media portrays him as the unpredictable element, the wild card in the royal deck. Then comes the counterpoint, the other side of the coin. William and Kate are positioned as the calm, loyal heroes under siege. They are the steadfast rocks in the stormy sea, the paragons of virtue against Harry's perceived instability. The juxtaposition is stark and designed to elicit a clear emotional response. But this isn't just storytelling for storytelling's sake. No, this narrative serves a dual purpose. It's a storytelling trick, a sleight of hand that distracts the public with scandal and outrage. While our attention is diverted, the media sells us a tale of intrigue and drama, all under the guise of balanced reporting. Yet this isn't balance. It's a carefully constructed narrative designed to shape opinion, not inform it. Outrage is a potent tool, and when it's packaged as news, it's all too easy to accept at face value. But we must remember that news should be a mirror held up to reality, not a hammer used to shape it. These aren't random gossip pieces, but as Wilson points out, part of a larger defensive move. Each story, each headline, each whispered rumour is a chess piece moved on the board of public perception. And at the heart of it all is a goal not just to report the news, but to influence how we perceive it, how we react to it, and ultimately how we remember it. Now, let's unravel this defensive move Wilson refers to. According to Professor Tim Wilson, the media narrative isn't just an uncoordinated flurry of gossip. No, it's a calculated effort, a defensive move. At the heart of this move is Prince Harry's ongoing lawsuit against the parent company of the Daily Mail. This is not just a legal battle fought in courtrooms. It's a war waged in the court of public opinion. Each story, each headline, each rumour is a move on this media chessboard, a strategy designed to shape perceptions and narratives. The intent, Wilson suggests, is to position the Daily Mail not as the defendant, but as the victim, under siege from an unstable prince. But who is the grandmaster orchestrating these moves? Wilson points to Richard Eden. His diary columns, once a source of royal insights, have taken on a different tone. They no longer read like the musings of a journalist, but like the moves of a strategist. His words are not just stories. They are moves in this defensive game, each one carefully crafted to cast doubt on Prince Harry's credibility before the legal battle even begins. Eden's diary columns seem less like journalism and more like strategic damage control, according to Wilson. This is not about truth or fairness. It's about defence and control. It's a game of perception, with the public as the unsuspecting pawns. In his final point, Professor Wilson calls for a change. He issues a clarion call to the public and the media industry alike, pleading for a shift from manipulation to truth. This is not just about Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. This is about the integrity of journalism and the role it plays in shaping public perception. Professor Wilson's critique of what is being passed off as royal reporting is incisive and damning. He sees a pattern of deception, a murky narrative designed to cast doubt, stir up controversy, and shape public opinion in a particular direction. He asserts that the media, led by Richard Eden and the Daily Mail, have been using their platform not to inform, but to manipulate. Dramatic headlines, secret plots, rumours. These are not the tools of balanced journalism. They are the tools of a campaign to rewrite reality. And why? To sell outrage, to sway public opinion, and to strategically position themselves in the face of a legal battle. This isn't just about reporting on the lives of Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. It's about power, control, and a disregard for the truth. Professor Wilson's message resonates loud and clear. It's a call to action, a call to demand better from our media, to question the narratives we are fed, and to seek truth over manipulation. In Wilson's words, it's time to call this campaign to rewrite reality what it truly is.